I think reading a book is much better than sleeping 8 hours. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I'm bringing you something really cool. Today I'm showing you Self Careless by Jason Anarchy of Jason Anarchy Games, illustrated by Cassandra Kalin. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She actually has a comic, like Cassandra Comics, I think it's called, online, where they can see like all these cool illustrations and comics. So really cool. I just got this game a little while ago because I actually just found out about this like a few weeks ago, and then I found it online. No, the other way. I saw it online. Somebody sold it, and then I thought, like, okay, that looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna look that up, and it looked really interesting. It wasn't very cheap, but it is something quite special somehow. So this is like the special Kickstarter edition here, where you have like this little sleeve here around the box, and also another deck of cards, like the cat deck, for a second player, so 2 players can play. It's empty because I got the cards in here. And then we can just open this up. I will actually not do a montage of the setup because the setup is like really quick and simple. I will just show you how that works. So let me get all of that out of the way. I don't know if I can. No, I cannot put this here in the corner as I usually like to do. So like there are a few things in here that we don't need. Like this cat token is just for the 2-player expansion. We got like a few stickers here, which is pretty cool. Here as well, right? And this is like the cat deck here, but we don't need that right now. What we need is what we have on the left here. All right, so we have the turn counter. Then we have our 3 coffees that I will just put here. I will get to those quite soon, explain to you what these do. So these are the cards. I'll just quickly shuffle them. Just a few overhand shuffles, I think that's fine, right? There we go. Oops. There we go, like that. And then we can just put the pile of cards over here, like this. We don't need all of that. And then we have these 2 tokens here. This is like the round tracker. We put that on turn 1 for now. And then we also have our little coffee counter. We put that here. And then we take 12 cards and we put them in like 3 rows, 4 cards each. Oh, a lot of red cards right at the start. I will show you in just a moment what that means. And then we like put more cards here, like this. Let me just do that a little bit nicer here. All right, there we go. You know what? Let me go a little bit more to the left, so we have a little bit more room here. I think that looks a little bit better on camera, just like that. All right, I think that works quite well. Let me pull them up a little bit. All right, there we go. So that is now our setup for Self Careless. That is already it. Okay, there we go. And the coffee token, I will just put it here for now. All right, so that is the setup of Self Careless. So what are we doing in this game? In this game, we are trying to put like cards into our day. This is like our day schedule that ranges from noon all the way to 11 p.m. Right, so we are trying to see like all these little time stamps down here at the bottom of the cards, and like this 8, 4, 6, 6 here, right? This is all like PM, and so we want to have like the noon card here, this one for example, and then we want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in that order, right? Like going through each row and always like going up 1 hour. That's what we want to have at the end of the game. And we have 12 rounds in order to get that done. That's one thing we want to do. And the other thing we want to do is like we want to have like half of the cards red and the other half green. At the moment we have 5 red and 7 green ones. That's also what we want to do. And that's pretty much like all we do in the game. There are a few more rules that I will explain as we actually play the game, right? So let me just draw 2 cards, because at the start of every turn we draw 2 cards. And now we see here, we have 2 things that we can do. We can be unproductive, but we can also get cozy. Sounds both pretty good, actually. And what we can do now is take one of these cards and exchange them with a card lying here. So I could take the two card, for example, the 2 o'clock card, and exchange it with the 6 card here. And now we would have the 2 at the right spot, and these I would just discard, right? That's what I would do during my turn. Alternatively, I also have a 9 here, and the 9 would go right here, right? I could also exchange that. And the other thing I can do is discard these 2 cards, and then take the coffee token and put it like at one card, on one card at the edge, like all of them except the 2 in the middle here. And I preferably want to put it on a card with a coffee cup here. For example, the one with the waves here, right? And if I put it on a coffee cup with the waves, then I can take the Zen coffee here. And it says you are at peace, and it's much clearer how to accomplish your goals. Swap any 2 cards in your day up to 2 times. So I can take 2 cards and swap them and do that twice. But then I have to turn over the card, and that's it, right? And I discard my 2 cards to do that. That's all I do during the turn. And like you see here, in turn 5 and turn 9, I can refill one of these coffee cups. These all have different like effects, right? This one lets me swap 2 cards twice. This one lets me discard all the cards with a cat, and then draw cards from the deck and replace those. And the pep coffee allows me to, in the next round, draw 3 cards and substitute all of them instead of just 1, right? All right, and that's all we do. We do that for 12 turns. This game does not have a win-loss condition, so we actually want to just have as many points as possible. We get 1 point for each card in the right position, so up to 12 points, and we get a bonus point if we have like half of the cards red cards and half of them like this teal green color, right? So that's what we're trying to do. And like the maximum is 13 points, and yes, it is possible. I have achieved that once. I don't know if I can do it today, but let's just see. And with that, we can start playing the game. Actually, the coffee cup isn't too bad, but we don't... Let me just check. We don't have a 9 and also not a 2 in our grid yet. So both cards are actually quite good. So I think I will rather... If I put the 2 here, we have another 6 here. That's fine. So you know what? I will actually replace the 6 with the 2 here and then discard these cards here. That was already turn number 1. And that's how we continue. Alright, so let's see what we get here. We have a 4 and a 6. Take care of pet and correct our posture. That's always a good thing. But 6 might be a little bit late to correct our posture. But okay, that's another thing. So we have a 4 and we have a 6. So on 6 we have even twice. Okay. The 4 we could put here. The 6 we could put there. Would that make any sense? Yeah, it would be okay. But we could also just start using our coffee cups. I think that's a better idea. So I will discard these, both, and take my coffee cup. And then I do have 2 different coffees at the outer edge. I have like 3 here with the lightning bolt. That's the pep coffee. Where I can draw 3 cards and substitute them all. That's not too bad. And also I can like exchange 2. But I think I would rather exchange... No, I think it's better if I do that with the 3 cards. So, I will now, in the next round, draw 3 cards. And I can substitute as many as I want to. That's kind of unfortunate because we have 2 with 5 o'clock. That doesn't help us too much, right? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will definitely do that. So let's put a red one in here. Contemplate our to-do list. I love these illustrations. These are just amazing. Alright, this 5 one doesn't really... makes sense. That celebrate holiday. This sexy pumpkin costume distracted everyone long enough to steal all the cookies. This is like the flavor texts here are just amazing. And socialize, that would be the 9. 9 would be right here. All right. So at the moment we have 1. Oh, we have only 2 cards in the right. No, 3 cards in the right position. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3. I made a mistake. Sorry about that. We had the 1. We had the 1 over here. I made a mistake. I would have had to replace this one here as the 5, right? So I kind of messed that up. I always think like this is the one because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But we have to add the noon card there as well. All right. Next turn. So that's the coffee I used here. Let's draw 2 more cards and see what we get here. 8 and 4. We could put the 4 here, that would work. And we could put the 8 over here. But I don't really think I want to do that. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna replace these two. I'm gonna like get rid of these two cards, and instead I'm gonna now move my coffee. And that is like another thing that you need to know, because we already placed our coffee. And if I wanna like use the coffee power again, now I can move it to an adjacent card. Moving it here wouldn't do a whole lot, right? Because that coffee is already spent. But I can now move it over here to the new card I put there, because that one has like the wave icon for the Zen coffee. Right? So we can use that now. That means we can swap two cards in our day and do that twice. So let me do that. I think I want to put the noon card up here, like this. And then let me see, can we do something clever? We actually can. No, not quite. The 11 needs to go down there. I thought here, because then we could swap these two. 7, the 7 needs to go over there. The 1 over, oh, that would work. We can put the 1, we can swap the 1 and the 4, and then we have both in the right position. So noon, 1, 2, that's good. 4, 5. And then the 9 is also correct. Okay, so we already have like half the cards in here. That works. So now we get to turn 5, and now we can refill a cup. And I think I'm going to refill this cup here, actually, because we can get to that next round again. We're kind of lucky that we have like a lot of cups here. Also, I could move the coffee cup to a cat, and if I do that, then the coffee cup would just like be pushed over by the cat and just be removed from the grid. And then I have to like re-enter it like on some coffee cup, on some card at the outside. Okay, so the 1, we already have a 1 in the right position. That is fine. A 7, 2, 4, 6, 7 right here. That could actually work. You know what? Instead of purging old clothing, we could actually back up our hard drive. That's not a bad thing to do. I think that's a pretty good thing to do. Alright, turn 6. Let's draw 2 cards. You see there's like a lot of cards here. We already have noon. 8 hours of sleep. I wish I never sleep that much. I think reading a book is much better than sleeping 8 hours. 6. The 6 would go over here. You know what? Let's do that. Also, we need more red cards, so that is fine. Okay, nice. So, we are not doing too bad, actually. 7, we already have a 7 in the right position, but we don't have a 10 in the right position yet. You know what? So let's do that as well. That's fine. Drinking some water. It's a little bit late for that if you go to bed then, but that is fine. All right. Next turn. I hope I didn't miss. I hope I didn't miss moving forward once. 5 and 3. We don't have a 3 here yet. So you know what? Let's do that for now. Like this. That's fine. We can refill another cup. That is good. All right. So what I want to do now is, well, let's first draw these 2 cards and see. We only have 3 turns left, right? 4 turns, I mean. The 10, we have a 10, and we also have a 4. So instead I will discard these 2, move over to our pep coffee, use that one. So now in the next turn, we can draw 3 cards and replace as many as you want to. 9, we already have a 9, we have a 9, and we have a 3. We have all of them. But, yeah, well, this doesn't help us at all. Can we do anything else? Noon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, we just need an 8 here and an 11. So you know what? I will discard all of these. And I will move the coffee cup back here again. So I can swap 2 cards. And I will swap these 2 cards here. Because now we have everything in the correct position. Noon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Except that one. We just need an 11. We just need to draw an 11 and we have all the cards we need. No 11 here. But still, we have too many red cards, right? So I will use the 8 here and replace that one. Instead of doing dishes, we will connect with nature. And now we have a last turn to hopefully get the 11. No 11 at all. 2, 4, 6. And we also have, I will just discard the cards and just move the coffee cup any place. Doesn't really matter. With the cat, it will be knocked over. And that concludes the game already. So that is it. So, and now we will just count up all our points, right? So we noon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 11 cards are correct, so we get 11 points. Also, we have 6 red and 6 green cards. That's another point. So we have 12 points of 13. Had we gotten like that 11 at 11 p.m. card, then we would have gotten like the full 13 points. But 12 points is really good. That's a good score. 12 of 13, that's really nice. And that is already how you play Self Careless, a game of life balance. So, and since we're done, let's just take a look at how our day goes. So at noon, we read a book, then we do some laundry, we get cozy, because, I mean, we had a lot of work to do with that laundry, right? Then we react to phone noise. After that, we have to pay a bill, and since we're like kind of stressed out, we then contemplate our to-do list, which also makes us more stressed out. So we repurpose garbage, and then we like build a little fort with garbage. Then we back up our hard drive, but then we finally connect with nature, socialize, drink water, and get them sun. So at the end of the day, we have some nice activities that we do. So that isn't too bad, right? Yeah. I really like this game. I wanted to show it to you because this is a really cool game. At the surface, it is very simple. You draw 2 cards, you exchange one, and that's it, right? But like this little spatial puzzle here with like moving the coffee cup and like using the abilities of the coffee cup and whatever, it's pretty cool. This is not a game you should take too serious, right? Because it is very, very luck driven, right? If you have like really bad luck drawing cards, if they come out really bad, I had like quite a bit of bad luck here, right? I had like a lot of like doubles and cards I already had, but still you saw that it was possible to do something. You can also have like bad luck not having any coffee cups at the outer edge, right? Or like having a coffee cup here and one there, so you always have to move like the cup back and forth. It's not perfect, but you can work with it, especially since one thing I didn't explain is if you have like a coffee cup here and then you draw a card and you exchange the card here where the coffee cup is, then you can trigger that coffee cup on the new card immediately, right? That's another thing you can do. That's another tactic you can use to kind of like get your day in order here. But yeah, I really, really like this. I like the art style, like the also the card quality is pretty good. Like all these like tokens, the wooden token here and whatever. Great art style, as I said, and also the gameplay works quite well. This is like a cozy game, right? Something that I would also say like about something like Gentle Rain or something like that, right? Like a game that it's just like it's just very cozy and comfortable to play, right? This you set this up in 2 minutes. You play it in like 10 to 15. So in like 15 to 20 minutes maximum, you have played this game here in its entirety, and so it's like really, really quick to play. It doesn't take a lot of table space, right? And it's just something cozy, nothing like really competitive, so that is pretty cool. And the cool thing is if you actually have that that deluxe version, you also have like these cat cards where you can like have a second player like interfere with your plans, right? So then you have like a cat token that you can just move around with cards. Probably pretty fun as well. I haven't played that yet, but yeah. Just a small, cozy, cool game. It was quite expensive to get. I don't know, like if you're lucky, like if you're in the US, whatever, and you can get it easier maybe, that's great. But I'm still happy to have it, and I think I will keep it for quite a while, maybe even very long, because I just like it. I like it quite a bit. It's like a very, very, very nice art style. It's like really cool to like see like at the end what you have done, like that what your day actually looked like, right? So that is really cool as well. All right, and that concludes my video for Self Careless, a game of life balance. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank all of you for your support. I really appreciate that. A big shout out to my generous Patreon supporters, and the biggest thanks goes out to Thecos, who is the most generous supporter at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. You can support me in numerous ways: by watching my videos, by liking them, commenting below them, subscribing to my channel if you enjoy my content enough, supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server in case you would like to hang out with me and my amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.